Hi, I'm Nancy O'Neill, and thanks for joining us today on Suncoast FYI. Halloween is just around the corner, so I thought you might enjoy these colorful characters by student artist Kevin Kular. You can find these and many more pieces at the Made By Gallery, which is located on the campus of Ringling College of Art and Design. Now today on Suncoast FYI, Nalani Simpson with the Humane Society of Sarasota, Heather Jean Cady with BioScent DX, Eileen Hithington with the co-chair of Giving Hunger the Blues, and Kylie Berry with Minnesota Buds, all coming up next on Suncoast FYI. Hi, I'm Nancy O'Neill. Thanks for joining us on Suncoast FYI today. We're going to start the show by getting into the holiday spirit. The Humane Society of Sarasota County is holding its 18th annual Halloween Pet Costume Contest. Nalani Simpson with the Humane Society joins us today. Thanks for being here, and thanks for bringing your little friend. And who's this?
Thank you for having us. This is Squiggy.
Squiggy.
And Squiggy is an 8-year-old Chihuahua in his wonderful Mr. Ladybug costume. And so we have our Halloween pet costume contest this Wednesday at Philippi Farmhouse Market. Okay. And the contest starts at noon.
All right, now this is a new location this year for you.
Yeah, it is. So traditionally we do like a sort of walk with a parade. And this year we are taking it to Philippi Farmhouse Market. So it's a really cool way to get more involved in the local community. There's a lot of vendors there with local fruits and vegetables. They have wonderful handmade donuts and lots of fun stuff to enjoy while you also attend our pet costume contest.
So there's a lot going on.
There is.
So it'll be a busy. And what time does it start?
The contest starts at noon and registration begins at 10:30.
All right, all right. And what are the some of the categories for the costumes?
So we have cutest, funniest, spookiest, the most creative, the best pet owner look-alike costume, and then also the best costumed rescue, which Squiggy might win here. So.
Aw, he's so sweet.
He is.
What a good boy. What a good boy.
And he is available for adoption. So.
All right, good to know. So our viewers out there, if you're looking for a cute little guy, he's probably the one.
He is.
Yeah. So who will be hosting the contest? The Humane Society?
Yeah, so the Humane Society puts it on, and Christina Crane with 107.9 WSRZ, she will be the host of our contest, and she's a great person, and she's a lot of fun and really gets the crowd going.
Now, are there prizes attached to the contest? And
yeah,
what are they?
So the winners will get prizes. As of now, that will be kept secret.
Okay.
And they also will receive trophies. So you will get a great reward for your really adorable pet.
Oh, okay. And so can you register online? Can you register the day of the competition?
Yeah, you can do both. So we prefer that you register online at the Humane Society's website. That's www.hssc.org. Or you can register at the contest. Just come with a costume for your 4-legged friend. And registration is from 10:30 a.m. to 11:45.
Okay. And what is the cost of the registration?
It is $10 to enter per pet.
Okay. And where does that money go?
And all the proceeds benefit the Humane Society of Sarasota County.
All right. Now, obviously you do a lot more during the course of the year. Can you tell us a little bit more about the organization, and do you have other events coming up?
Yeah, so we are the area's largest no-kill shelter. We do have our annual gala coming up on November 12th at the Ritz-Carlton. And we rely solely on contributions from individuals, corporations, and organizations, nor are we affiliated with any national humane organization. So it really counts on community support, people coming together, and Sarasota is really well known for that, so we're really proud to be a humane society here.
And you're always looking for volunteers.
We are.
People can come in, help walk the pets,
absolutely,
feed them, bathe them, just give them some TLC.
Absolutely, and you can always become a volunteer just by filling out an application on our website.
Okay, so let's go over Wednesday, because it's Wednesday.
It is.
Give us the details one more time.
Yeah, so it is this Wednesday, October 26th, and registration for the pet costume contest begins at 10:30 and runs until 11:45.
Okay.
And the contest starts at noon, and Christina Crane with 107.9 will be the host, and we will have judges, and there will be prizes and trophies for the winners, and then you also can enjoy the Vilby Farmhouse Market.
Excellent. Okay. Website?
www.hssc.org.
Great. Thanks, Nalani.
Thank you, Nancy.
Have a great event.
Thank you.
Our next guest also works with dogs, but in a very different way. We'll take a look at BioScent DX after the break. Thanks for staying with us. Heather Junqueda with BioScent DX is with us now, and she has a pretty interesting way of screening for cancer. She uses dogs. And you have him with us.
I
one
do.
of them with
I have
us
one of them
today.
with us. This is Paul.
This is Paul. And how old is Paul?
He will be 2 on Christmas Eve.
Oh, and how do you start training him? How do you decide whether you can work with an animal? Because I know you're a breeder.
Yeah, so what we do is we chose beagles. They were our choice because they have more scent receptors than other types of dogs do. They joke, they say what a lab can smell in a minute, a beagle can smell in 5 seconds.
Wow.
And it's definitely true. They live by their noses, and that sometimes makes it difficult as far as having them as a regular pet because they get a hold of a scent and they'll be gone if they can follow that scent.
Yeah.
But we start out with beagles. We try to set up the best genetic scenario as possible, and then we start the training from there.
Okay, so what does BioScent DX do?
Okay, what we do, we are conducting a research study to see if dogs are able to positively identify cancer on saliva samples. So the way that study works is we are collecting samples from people who have just been diagnosed with cancer but have not yet started chemotherapy because that could possibly interfere with the quality of the sample. So we will take those samples and train the dogs to identify those samples. They get a reward when they identify them. And then after they're fully trained, we will add in control samples from healthy people and then from people with other diseases and types of cancer to see if the dogs are still able to positively identify just those samples with cancer.
Okay, so have you put this in place now, or is it still in the research?
It's still in the research phase.
Okay.
We are currently working with a few local hospitals and some in St. Petersburg, and we're collecting samples at cancer walks. And we have a website that if someone is able to donate a sample to us, if they're a newly diagnosed cancer patient and they'd like to help, they can go to our website and fill out a form and we'll mail them a sample packet.
Okay, and how long have you personally been involved with the research program?
With this research program, I've been working on it for about 3 years now.
Okay, and how many on your team do you?
We have our team, it's actually a fairly small team. We have about 4 people on our team that we're working with at this phase.
Okay, and training and testing, I mean, how long does it take
To train?
to train them?
Training is actually pretty quick. You can train a dog on a scent in about 6 weeks. The testing phase will take probably about another 6 weeks. The longest part of our research are collecting the samples, being able to get involved with the patients who are newly diagnosed and get them to give the samples. That's the longest
So
part.
that's how people can help, though.
That's how people can help.
If they want to help further you along in your
Yes.
research, they can get a hold of you.
Yes.
Okay. So do you see this research being used in the future?
Our hopes are, well, it's twofold. Depending on what the dogs are able to discover through the study, there's a couple different possibilities. If the dogs are able to, identify the cancer first and distinguish between different types of cancer, then we can move forward looking for biomarkers because we will know that what the dogs are smelling is something different for each type of cancer. So we could move forward in that direction and look for biomarkers.
Okay.
If we are not able to find the biomarkers and identify the biomarkers with the help of the dogs, then we'll look at the possibility of actually using the dogs as a pre-screening method for cancer.
Wonderful. How can our viewers go to find out more information and how to help you?
They can go to our website. It's www.bioscentdx.com. And they can get information there. My phone number is also there. They're welcome to give me a call, and I'd be happy to discuss it with them.
Well, this is fascinating, and I wish you the best of luck, because obviously we can use all the help we can with this terrible disease.
Yes.
So thank you so much for being with us, Heather.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Giving Hunger the Blues is a little over a week away. We have another sneak peek at what you can expect when we come back with co-chair Eileen Heatherton. We'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm Nancy O'Neill, and there's a lot more to talk about before the 20th annual Giving Hunger the Blues Festival starts. Eileen Heatherton, co-chair of the festival, will give us the scoop. Now, we've had several of your co-chairs on and sponsors on the last few weeks, and I know this is your final push.
Yes.
So we want to get all the last details that you have to give us before the show takes place on the 30th.
Right.
So the 20th anniversary, Giving Hunger the Blues, but now it's expanded over 2 weeks. Can you tell us about some of the events that are going to be taking place within that time, and where, and what type of music and other activities will be going on?
Sure, we have several events happening. Actually, this Saturday will be the first one, October 22nd. It's called Giving Hunger the Blues Rocks. So it'll be rock and roll music. It'll be at Kelly's Live. And I believe it starts around 6 and is going to run until about 2 in the morning.
Okay, now Kelly's Live?
Kelly's Live is the venue.
Okay.
It's on Tamiami Trail. And that's where they'll be having the rock. It's rock and roll music. So then the next event is our kickoff event for the weekend. Will be next Friday, the 28th, at the Starlight, downtown Sarasota, and it's called CC Gives Hunger the Blues. Young lady that will be singing blues for the night.
Yeah, that's a great place.
Yeah, it is.
Great
It's a
place
good
for
one.
an event.
And then Saturday we actually have 2 events going. We have a group that's called Country for Syria, and it's country music, but it's played on traditional Syrian instruments. They actually, their purpose is to go around in the refugee camps in Syria and play live music for all the people that are there to try and lighten their day. So that'll be at the Fogartyville. There's a show at 8 and a show at, I believe, 10. And then we have also that night our Giving Hunger the Booze Halloween party, which will be at the Francis, which is also downtown. And that starts up about 8 o'clock and will probably run till about 11 or 12, maybe 1 o'clock.
How did all of this expansion come about?
Well, Peter, our chairman, Peter Anderson, and Jim Shirley, the executive director of Inspire Sarasota and Alton Cultural Alliance, got together to try and fill the calendar and put Giving Hunger the Blues, our signature event, on their calendar. Brainstorm happened, and we went from 1 event to 6 events. So that's how we got expanded.
So one more time about your signature event, the time, location, because there's so much going on.
Our signature event is on the 30th. It's called Giving Hunger the Blues 20. It's the 20th annual. We'll be at the Van Wezel this year rather than Hill Street because of the construction on Osprey. We had to make that move. It'll start at 12 o'clock. Gates will be at 11:30. It's an all-day event from 12 to 9. It's family friendly, so we want everybody to bring, their kids and whatever. Kids under 12 are free.
All right. Are there any type of restrictions of things that they can't bring? I mean, obviously they can bring their children, but I mean, what about dogs or
No,
coolers?
the only
or
restrictions
things?
are coolers and pets.
Okay.
There will be free parking. There's, if you bring a canned good, non-perishable, we're giving away T-shirts while the supplies last, and just want you to come out and enjoy yourselves. It's, like I said, a full family-friendly day.
Okay. So where can our viewers go to learn more about the events and purchase tickets? Because you just gave me such a list, my mind.
Right. You can go to www.givinghungertheblues.org. And our page is set up to where you can buy tickets. You can find out any other information that you would like on, excuse me, on our calendar for all the events that I just mentioned. and pretty much contact us if you have any questions. It can all be done through the website.
Okay, that's great, because there's so much to do,
Sure.
and it all sounds wonderful.
Sure.
You know, you really got to go online, get your tickets so
Yep.
that you can get it on your calendar.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's all laid out day by day. So if you have a preference in your music, you like country or you like blues or you like jazz. There was one other that I forgot to mention. It's our closeout
Oh, yes.
concert is
Yep.
Bel Canto. It's a benefit concert, and it'll be at the First United Methodist Church here in
Okay,
Sarasota.
and when is that?
And that's jazz, and that one is on November the 5th, I believe.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for being here, Heather, and best of luck with this event.
All
It
right.
just sounds fascinating.
Thank
Wonderful.
you.
When we come back, our guests will share news with you about the Buddy Walk 2016 taking place this week. Suncoast FYI will be right back. Thanks for staying with us on Suncoast FYI. Kylie Berry with Minnesota Buds, or Bringing Up Down Syndrome, joins us to talk about the Buddy Walk, and she's joined by some very special guests this morning. So good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning. Can you introduce us to these lovely ladies here?
Absolutely. This is my good friend Marisol Rose.
Marisol.
Hi. And Marisol's baby girl Evelyn.
Hi, Evelyn. How old is she?
Evelyn is 4.5 months.
Lovely, and she obviously likes being dressed up.
She does. She's having fun with her little dress.
Oh, great. Well, thank you for being here this morning. This is such a wonderful program event that you're hosting. I know that Minnesota Buds is celebrating its 15th year.
We are.
This year, and can you tell us how it got started and how the organization has developed over this period of time?
Sure. Minnesota Buds started back in 2002. No, 2001.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah, I can't do math in my head. So Minnesota Buds started back in 2001 with 3 families, and they got together. They needed some networking. They needed some support. They needed to find out what resources were available for their children. So they all got together and started this grassroots campaign, which became Minnesota Buds. And today we serve anywhere from 200 to 300 families, depending on what the need is, here in Manatee and Sarasota County.
Can you share some of those stories, and how did you come to join the organization?
Well, I actually found out prenatally that Evelyn was going to be born with Down syndrome. And I actually worked with Kylie's husband, and I knew they had a daughter with Down syndrome. So I started to talk to him about our situation and get some advice and some support, which as a parent, you know, bringing a child into the world, you always need support. And bringing a child into the world with Down syndrome or an issue that you're not familiar with, you need extra support. And
so this is a wonderful organization and a wonderful opportunity.
Really
So what is the Buddy Walk then about on Saturday?
The Buddy Walk is a good opportunity for us to share our children with the community. We want to raise awareness and help advocate for our kids to be included in the community. We have a lot of fun. There's a lot of good times, and there's a lot of serious times, because not only do our children have special needs, but sometimes they have special medical needs.
Sure.
So we have a lot of kids that we don't get to see right away after they're born, because they may have heart issues.
Okay.
So once they get better and they come out, it's like a reunion at the Buddy Walk.
So the money that you raise through the organization helps support the special medical needs?
Not so much the special medical needs, but we do try to provide opportunities for parents to get information on those medical needs and educational workshops and conferences that pertain to children with Down syndrome.
Okay. So a couple important things I want to get in. Can you tell us when the event is and where it's going to be held?
Absolutely. It's going to be this Saturday, October 22nd, at the Hunsader Farms Pumpkin Festival.
Okay.
So it's registration and check-in opens up at 9 o'clock in the morning. The Buddy Walk itself starts about 11:15.
Okay, so and folks can still register, and where can they go to find out more information about?
For more information, they can go to our website. It's www.minnesotabuds.org, and just click on the link for the Buddy Walk, and you can register online up until Friday, October 21st at 7 p.m. And then you can still come out to the farm Saturday morning at 9 o'clock and you can register on site.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Okay. And what is the fee to register?
It's $15 a person. Individuals with Down syndrome and children under the age of 3 are free. Your paid registration includes a t-shirt, entry into the pumpkin festival afterward, which is awesome. Everybody has a good time going there after the buddy walk.
Well, I'm sure she'll be happier when she's out there in the fresh air.
I
too,
think so.
Well, thank you all for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having
Appreciate
us.
it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Suncoast FYI will be back right after this break. Thanks for joining us on this week's Suncoast FYI. If you have a business or community event that you would like to share with us, please call our sales department at 941-361-4239. I'm Nancy O'Neill, and we'll see you next Friday on Suncoast FYI.